What's up, everyone? I hope you're doing well. Today we're going to be giving you the top 5 loadouts you can be running right now in Warzone 3, and this is going to be kind of a special one for you today because we're going to try something a little new that I don't think anyone else out there is doing, especially with longer loadout videos. So if you end up finding this super helpful, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that noti bell so you don't miss another video like this. We got a lot to get into, so let's get right to it. So here's how today's video is going to work. I'm going to tell you which weapons are in this loadout, and then I'm going to give you a low level class along with the meta max level loadout as well. That way, if anybody watching this is still leveling these weapons up, they'll have something to run while their weapon is still a lower level. Let me know what you think about this in the comments, because we're going to try to tailor this to you, the viewer, to make sure we're helping you out the most. For this first one, everybody loves the Ram 7. The Ram 7 is fantastic. It's definitely meta. So we're going to give you this low level loadout here, and then I'm running this with the AMR 9, which is by far my favorite SMG to run right now because there's so many ways you can actually run it. So for this lower level Ram 7, we're going to go with the Boreal 6C suppressed barrel, the Bruin heavy support grip underbarrel, the slate reflector sight, the FT poly comb, and the retort 90 grip tape. Then for that max meta level build, you want to go with the Jack BFB muzzle or the VT7 Spirit Fire suppressor, whichever one you prefer, the Cronin headwind long barrel, the Bruin heavy support grip underbarrel, the 60 round drum, and the HVS 3.4 pad stock. This for this AMR 9, we're gonna go with for the low level build, we're gonna go with the Jack BFB muzzle, the AMR 9 Enforcer long barrel, the DR6 underbarrel, the Seiken ZX rear grip, and the Wolfhound carbine stock. Then for that max meta level build, for this is for your running gun, any style of play, we're gonna go with the Jack BFB muzzle, the AMR 9 Commando Pro barrel is my favorite to use, the high grain rounds to maximize this weapon's TTK, the 50 round drum, and the slate reflector sight. Now, like I said, the AMR 9 has a lot of different ways you can run this thing. So for sniper support, we're going to go with the Jack BFB muzzle, the AMR 9 Enforcer long barrel, the Bruin heavy support grip underbarrel, the 100 round drum, and the slate reflector sight, or if you want to go a little bit farther at range, go with the Corio Eagle's Eye 2.5 times scope. Next, in the most recent patch, they actually fixed the Etten double barrel kit, which is one of my favorite ways to run this now. It actually does a heck of a lot of damage, especially when running it with the 100 round mag, which is definitely what I recommend. So we're gonna go with the Jack Etten double barrel kit if you're interested in trying this one out. The 100 round drum. I don't like the iron sights on the AMR 9, so we're gonna run the slate reflector sight, the high grain rounds to maximize that TTK, and the DR6 hand stop underbarrel here.
Bro. Hello.
For this next set of loadouts, we're gonna go with the Bass B and the new HRM9 Grau SMG. So for a low level build for that Bass B, we're gonna go with the Tempest GH50 muzzle, the Broom Venom long barrel, the Bruin heavy support grip underbarrel. I like the Corio Eagle's Eye 2.5 times scope here. You can go with the slate reflector sight if that's more comfortable, and the ST88 grip. Now for my meta build for this Bass B, I like the Jack BFB muzzle. You can go with the VT7 Spirit Fire suppressor to raise that bullet velocity a little bit more if you want, but I like the recoil control on the Jack BFB. The Bruin Venom long barrel. I like the Chimera Rhine 03 vertical grip, but if you have more trouble handling horizontal recoil control, I definitely recommend the Bruin heavy support grip. I like both of these here, but again, use either one, makes you feel more comfortable. And then again, the Corio Eagle's Eye 2.5 times scope. If you like the slate reflector or any other sight, run whatever sight makes you comfortable. And then I like the 45. Of course, you're going to need the 45 round mag on this. Then for this HRM9, we're going to go with the L4 flash hider muzzle. This is the lower level build. Then we're going with the Princeps long barrel, the DR6 hand stop underbarrel, the high grain rounds, and we're running a stock on here since we don't have the mag unlocked, going with the folding stock. Now they did fix this 50 round drum unlock on the last patch here, so it is available to unlock now. Now for my specific meta build for this HRM9, this is just the way I like to run it. I like a little longer barrel on it, but to each their own there, because the iron sights are fantastic. I like the Jack BFB muzzle, the Princeps long barrel still, the DR6 hand stop underbarrel, the 50 round drum, and I like either the folding stock for a little bit more recoil control or the hatchet light stock if you're looking for a little bit faster movement or things like that. I've switched to the hatchet light stock a little bit more just for a little bit faster pace. For this next loadout, we've got the SVA 545, which is absolutely still broken, especially on that single tap fire mode, which has no recoil. No matter if it's a low level build or high level build, there's a 0 recoil. If you switch it to single fire, it shoots 2 bullets at once, not actually single fire, and it's so good. And then I'm running this with the Core 45. The Core 45 is a lot of fun to run, especially once you max level it out. But I've got a low level build for you as well still. It's another SMG, and the TTK is super quick on it. So it's faster than, honestly, it's almost faster than anything in the game. But again, a lot of fun to run, but you kind of have to control the recoil on it a little bit. But try it out, let me know what you think. For this low level SVA 545, we're gonna go with the Shadow Strike suppressor, the STV precision barrel, the high grain rounds. I like the slate reflector sight on the low level build, and the demo 650 grip. Now for that max level build, you're going to go with the Spirit Fire Suppressor, the STV Precision Barrel, the high grain rounds, the 60 round mag, and that Corio Eagle's Eye 2.5 times scope. That's just my favorite longer range AR sight to use. Yeah, this thing's ridiculous. Then for this low-level Core 45 pistol build, we're going to go with the Sonic Suppressor XS muzzle, the Auto High Grain rounds, the XRK V6 match that speeds up that fire rate a little bit more. I like the slate reflector sight on this, and then of course the 18 round mag. And then for this max level build, the reason it's so broken is this conversion kit, which you unlock once you max out the weapon. So you're going with the XRK IPv2 conversion kit, which makes it basically, so when you squeeze the trigger, and I'll just show you real quick. So when you squeeze the trigger, if you don't know this already, you squeeze the trigger once, it shoots, but when you release it, it shoots again. So you can just spam it and it's basically another SMG. Then we're gonna run that with the XRK Dynamic Precision stock, the 40 round drum. I like the slate reflector sight still. Then we're gonna go with the Bruin Triport muzzle. Wow. Yeah, this thing's not bad. Next up, we're gonna go with the Puliamut 762. Got a low level build for you, and then of course the max level build. This thing is just, this is the easiest weapon to use in the game. There's very little recoil, and it's still very broken even after the nerf. It's just wild. And then we got the Striker, got a low level Striker build and a max level Striker build for you as well. So for this low level Puliamut, we're gonna go with the Colossus Suppressor, the ST Pyro Heavy Barrel, the Brace LS rear grip. Then we've got the Ivanov Wood stock, and then I like the Corio Eagle's Eye 2.5 times scope. You can use the slate reflector sight as well, completely up to you. Then for that max level meta build, again, you have to max this out in order to unlock the ability to unlock the Jack Annihilator Bullpup Kit, which is what you want to run. Jack Annihilator Bullpup Kit, along with the Command D15 reduction stock, which is only unlocked if you attach that conversion kit. Then we got the Corio Eagle's Eye 2.5 times scope, along with the Bruin Heavy Support Grip underbarrel. Again, if you have trouble with horizontal recoil control, this is what you want to run. But if you have more trouble with vertical recoil control, you probably want to run the Chimera Rhine vertical grip, but completely up to you. Just takes away from your sprint of fire a little bit more on the Chimera. And then I like the Jack BFB muzzle here. I'm putting this on pretty much everything until they nerf it, and then once they nerf it, I'll go back to the Castus Break, or I'll go to the VT7 Spirit Fire Suppressor. Completely up to you there. Then for the Striker, for the low level Striker, we're gonna go with the Shadow Strike Suppressor S. I like the Striker Elite Long Barrel here, the DR6 Hand Stop Underbarrel, along with the FTAC G5 EXO rear grip. And then for that stock, we're gonna run the Lockman MK2 light stock. Then for that max level striker build, we're gonna go with the Hemras Mod Suppressor S, the DR6 hand stop underbarrel, the slate reflector sight here. I like the 48 round mag and the Lockman MK2 light stock. Another way you can run the striker is as sniper support, which is a lot of fun to run, honestly. Go with the Sonic Suppressor S, the Striker Elite long barrel still, the Bruin Heavy Support Grip underbarrel, the Corio Eagle's Eye 2.5 times scope or a slate reflector sight for sniper support, and the 60 round drum. And for the sniper support, this is perfect for Resurgence. It's just so good right there at mid range. Then you can run it out there at long range as well. For our last set of loadouts, I've got one that I'm trying out again this week, but it seems, as far as the stats go, it's supposed to be better than the Ram 7 at 30 to 40 meters. So 30 to 40 meters, if you're playing Resurgence, that's the perfect distance that you're mostly getting in gunfights around 30 to 40 meters, or you're getting them up close, which is what you kind of want in an AR. So try this STB 556. It's a Modern Warfare 2 weapon, very fun to run. All the stats show that it's comparable to the BAS-B and the Ram 7 when it comes to fire rate, all those things, especially TTK. So try it out, let me know what you think. But then I've got the WSP9, which is a lot of fun to run as well. High damage, slower fire rate. I think the only thing holding this thing back is the open bolt delay on the WSP9. So it's just, that's the only thing that makes it kind of unpredictable when it comes to the TTK. But again, you get rid of that open bolt delay, the WSP9 is fire. So we're gonna go with the STB 556. So our lower level class for this is the Seiken Tread 40, the Bruin Gorilla barrel, the X10 drop grip underbarrel. I like the high velocity rounds here, which is basically MW's 2 version of the high grain rounds, and the slate reflector sight here. Then for that max level meta build for this specific AR, we're gonna go with the Jack BFB muzzle, the FTAC FB20 barrel, the Bruin Heavy Support Grip underbarrel. I like the 42 round mag, that's the max it goes, and the slate reflector sight. Then for this WSP9, the lower level class, we're going to go with the Colossus Suppressor S, the Hiss Short Light Barrel, the SP Hark Rubber Rear Grip, the WSP Factory Stock, and the Slate Reflector Sight. Then for that overall run and gun WSP meta build, we're going to go with the WSP Infiltrator Integrated Suppressor, the DR6 hand stop underbarrel, the WSP Classic stock. Now you can switch out the stock for an optic if you want. I recommend the slate reflector, but completely up to you there. The high grain rounds and the 40 or 50 round mag. Oh, whoa. Now, another way you can run this WSP9 is for sniper support as well, and it's a lot of fun to run. It's probably one of my favorite sniper support weapons to use. It reminds me so much of the Milano from back in Warzone 1, but again, I've showed this to you before, but if you're new here, you're gonna love this build. We're gonna go with the WSP Optic Long Barrel, the Bruin Heavy Support Grip Underbarrel, the 50 round mag, the Corio Eagle's Eye 2.5 times scope here, and that WSP Classics factory stock. And getting in the firing range here, it's just so much fun to run. It really actually doesn't do bad at range either. If you guys enjoyed this video and you found it helpful, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that noty bell so you don't miss another video like this or like any of these. We'll see you in the next one.